Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome back. So great to see you all. Thank you for sharing us and coming back. Remember, we're www.yeyeo, and we're a spiritual and wellness supplier, which is why I do videos about all things spiritual. And I'm Elemi. I want to shout out all my people from Indiana. Woohoo! Thank you so much for joining us and sharing us with others. Today, I wanted to share with you the top 3 numbers to use in ritual and manifestation. So, let's get started. So when doing manifestation work or intention work, numbers are important. A lot of times people don't really give a lot of thought to that, but they can be extremely important depending on the work that you're doing. And so in ritual, there is no difference, right? So there are 3 numbers today that I want to share with you, and I'm going to share with you why they're important. So the first number is 1. There's one of you, and there's one of me. We hear about the number 1111, 111, 21, all these different numbers that have 1 in them. Or we say that number 1 through 9 is just one number. That everything that we do, and if you'd like me to do a video on your special number, comment below. We always find out, even in mathematics, that everything comes down to one number. So I wanted to share with you that 1 is definitely a master number to use when doing spiritual work. So some things just only need one time, one candle, one remedy, one repetitive prayer. We know that 1, there is no divisible of 1. We know that the source is 1 in terms of there's the all, the source, God, whatever term you want to use, it's still only about 1. And so that connection to the source of 1 is extremely important. And so this is not a video on breaking down that 1 number for the next 10 minutes. I'm giving you some of the numbers to use in ritual and how they can impact your work and strengthen your work. And I just want to say for a moment, when making a request, you can use joss paper. Joss paper is used, this is an Asian paper that is used for ancestors, and it's ancestral paper. And so it's great to make requests, it's great to burn, it's great to soak in water. There goes a sweet thing, soaking it in some kind of liquid, in addition to using it to write your request. When writing a request, you can use 1. The next number is 3. For people who are involved in traditional African practices or different types of indigenous practices, number 3 is very important, even for my Christians. Why? Because we have the Holy Trinity, which is in 3, which is also the triangle. And the triangle is a mystical figure or shape that is used throughout the world, in addition to sacred geometry. Those of you who are into sacred geometry, comment below. We could have a great discussion about that. So the triangle, in addition to saying 3 corners, T-junctions, which is great for the witches in traditional African practices in the Yoruba faith, but very importantly, for the warrior orishas, ELEGUA, OGUN, Ochosi, and Osun, but very much about the first 3. And all of them perform in number 3, but very sacred to ELEGUA and definitely sacred to OGUN. These are breakthrough numbers, road opening numbers, victory numbers, war numbers, right? So number 3 is extremely important when you're talking about working with different energies, manifestation, breakthrough, and is another master number, because if you take 3 and you keep multiplying 3, you will get 6, 9, and you'll definitely get 21. And so here we have a candle for the ORISHA ELEGUA, Ashe. And if you notice on the candle, it has 1, 3, 21, and 101. So definitely keep that in mind for people who are definitely into indigenous spirituality from Africa, in addition to elsewhere. So we have the number 7. Number 7, that's the number. And that number is sacred to the ORISHA OGUN, the road opener, in terms of the breakthrough master, the one who is the ORISHA of war, of victory, of making things happen, and Ochosi, the hunter, who is the one who is in charge of hunting down your opportunities to make them come to be. So you can also look at my Warrior Orisha video if you're more interested in Orisha, but I want to stick to ritual numbers for this video. Number 7, what do they say? There's 7 days of the week. Things happen in 7 days, 7 moons, right? The number for many deities is 7. In all different practices, we hear about 777. 7 is also a master number. And so these numbers are very, very important to keep in mind when you're making requests, writing it 3 times, 7 times, taking 3 days of spiritual baths, maybe doing a ritual for 7 days, saying the same thing 7 times, right? Sometimes we see 7-7 in terms of, like, even when I sometimes charge for things, 7-7 can be in there. For people who are interested in voodoo from Benin by way of Haiti, 7-7 is also a very powerful number. So even if you're not interested in traditional spirituality, but you are doing ritual, even in Wicca and other practices, numbers are extremely important. 1, 3, and 7. So try that. Tell me what you like to use in your rituals. I'd love to know, and comment below. And see you next time. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.